Please remember, this is just a theory. If you think I'm right or wrong by the end of the video, feel free to comment down below. And if you like the video, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks very much. In the exalted ranks of the Fatui Harbingers, there are many who are still in the shadows. There is one, however, who has been mentioned time and time again, about his involvement in the recruiting of the Harbingers. He is the first Harbinger, the first Fatus, the oldest of the Harbingers, known as the Jester, or Pierro. It is presumed that he joined the Fatui over 500 years ago, as he bore witness to the cataclysm and personally recruited Senora, who is also at least 500 years old. It also seems like he is from Khaenri'ah itself, as one who failed to stop the destruction. As such, he became disillusioned to the heavenly principles and vowed loyalty to the Tsaritsa who challenges the divine. He is a Harbinger who has personally recruited many of the current Harbingers that we know of, including Dattore, Pantalone, and Senora. He seems to be a charismatic figure within the Fatui, one who his fellow Fatui either look up to or at the very least treat with respect. However, it seems that he might be more cunning than we initially thought, that he might be more than what the rumors say. For I believe the Jester is the true mastermind behind the Fatui. He doesn't just recruit Harbingers, but also drives them towards the obsession they so desperately seek. I believe he has the power to peer through the veil of sin, to see beyond the false sky, to see the stainless future and grant this obsession to those who crave it. We see this, or rather read this from some accounts. The Molten Moment, Lortab reads as follows. I had a long dream. I dreamed that you and I met again in the pure white world that we created. But I woke up at last, having long been consumed by the raging flames, while you had long returned to the earth along with that poisoned blood. But none of it matters anymore. I must continue forging ahead. I must incinerate everything behind me. I must believe in that pure, spotless, everlasting realm that he spoke of, that I saw, in the delusion he let me see, at the end of the horizon of Her Majesty's dreams. Pierro showed Senora the stainless future that she could have, which fueled her obsession of hatred and revenge, and drove her to forget the past and fulfill the goals of the Tsaritsa. But when she burned away the ice created by the delusion, she remembered the things she let go. She remembered past the obsession that drove her, and she remembered her former will. As read in the Hellfire Butterfly Lortab, it reads as follows. The seal of ice was broken under duress, and as her former will surged forth from its pale white prison, and she remembered her old name once more, the undying butterfly danced amidst burning flesh and blood. And she remembered her past, wandering the land, spreading the flame, burning away all evil. And she recalled the face of the person she could never meet again. It seems that the delusion worked to suppress her old will and elevate the obsession that she held, the obsession to kill all evil, to kill the abyss, to take revenge on the gods. What's even worse though, Senora isn't the only one that the Jester had imparted such obsessions on. It is also the Jester that allows Dattore to conduct his human experiments and pushes him to do whatever he deems necessary, no matter how cruel, allowing him to further his obsession with enhanced humans. It is also believed that the Harbinger Pantalone was given his duty by the Jester to fund the entirety of the Fatui and to control the market of Teyvat. It is by the Jester's will that Pantalone's obsession with Mora would be allowed to flourish. Though it is commonly believed that the delusion is granted by the Tsaritsa, It is the Jester who pins the delusion onto the Harbinger at the moment of their ascension. As mentioned by Tartaglia in his story about his delusion, it reads as follows. Tartaglia's delusion is his old badge of honor and the proof of his strength. He still remembers with perfect clarity the day when he received his delusion and ascended to become a member of the Harbingers. As he stood before the cold, stern Tsaritsa, the Jester, the very first of the Fatui, personally pinned this insignia onto him. While the delusion itself is made from Archon residue, as mentioned in the comics, perhaps the obsession used to power it is more important than the delusion itself. What if the Harbingers can circumvent its side effects because of the Jester's power to amplify their obsession, turning them into powerful but twisted individuals? We finally see one more of these delusions during the Unreconciled Stars event, when Scaramouche was asked by the Jester to investigate the fallen meteors. Scaramouche had received a different dream from everyone else, including the Traveler. Instead of seeing Leonard the Adventurer, he saw a false sky, something that shocked him enough to quickly leave and confront the Jester. Perhaps this is another delusion that the Jester showed him, a move to get Scaramouche to act with the same goal. As the next time we find Scaramouche, he mentions that he is not the mastermind behind everything, and that he is only following orders. And as Yaemiko mentioned, the Balladeer is stronger than Signora in terms of strength. So would he really take orders from Signora? Or perhaps his order was from the Jester himself? What if the Jester is now planning to spread obsessions to the normal people of Teyvat? The Jester influences the people of the Fatui. He appears to be a charismatic leader to them. But what if what he is truly doing is fueling the fires of war, placing upon its people the obsessions they need to face the heavenly principles, and drive the entirety of Teyvat into the war of Khanria that they had previously lost? I leave you with the lore tab of the Mocking Mask, which depicts the Jester as the charismatic leader that he is, but also how he fuels the obsession of his soldiers, of the people under the Fatui. It reads as follows. Since the stain of my compatriots' blood cannot be cleansed, I shall become the Jester who laughs in the face of fate. Since my level of learning could not compare with the sages, I failed to earn the favor of the previous ruler. So too did I fail to stop them from tearing away the veil of sin, ushering in a tide of divine wrath, destruction, and foolishness. Then I shall become instead a fool, a fatus, and devote myself to Her Majesty, who understands my pain. My name is Pierro, the Jester. Please listen to the words I have to say. Proud Fatui comrades, I know your hearts harbor both the fires of rage and the cold of eternal winter. Each one of us has borne witness to the absurd callousness of the foundational principles of this world. So, let us don our masks in mockery of the world, as we go forth and rewrite the rules of destiny.